Another couple of Mosin Nagant M1891s. In this case, both of these have a Finnish heritage. We have a 1915 Sestroryetsk. I have actually a couple of these. This would be number 2 I think I've shown today. Let's see if I can get a decent look at those markings. This one has particularly clear markings for one of these, because these really do like to be struck lightly. As you can see, there's the SA on the side, 1915. The Tsar's Eagle is still there on the receiver too. Not really sure what that S mark is, never did figure it out. There we go. And the other rifle is a 1901 Izhevsk. And we'll take a look at those markings here as soon as I get my act together. There we go. 1901. And the yellow paint was not put there by Finland, that was put there by me. You can see this one is again unscrubbed. And we have a couple of Civil Guard markings on this rifle. So this is not a rifle that was new at the time of the Winter War. This was in Finnish service for some time before that. We have a struck out Civil Guard mark right here on the side. And a couple more here on the barrel. On the receiver rather. There we go. And as you can see, this isn't a Finn stock. 2-piece. See if you can see the nice wartime rounded finger grooves on there. A lot of history packed into this one. And you can see the little tiny little screws there holding the bands in place are both there and intact. And the stock has that nice dark pine tar finish, very common to some of the earlier Finns. See if we can get a good look at that. I don't think there's any W's on this one. No, this one is a Finn stock. You won't see that. Now on the 1915, we have a neat little stock repair right there. Nice job was done on that. And this is an original stock. It's 1-piece Russian stock on there with a Finn finish. There's no shellac on any of these Finn rifles that I have. And if we look back here, we see what appears to be the remains of a W. Very hard to tell. I can't tell for certain, but it probably is. And of course, the Sestroryetsk arrow on there, without the bow. Usual mix of parts, as you can see. That bolt is much later than the rifle. Struck out marking. Well, these are the Finn markings. The struck out markings are on the other side. Oh, they're not struck out. Forgot about that. Sometimes they forgot them, I guess. I'm sure on this rifle they probably are struck out. Yeah, that's the usual. I guess they were in a bit of a hurry when they were working on this one. Probably was during the Winter War. There's a tiny little marking here in the back. I really can't make out what the heck it is. Something in there. These rifles saw a lot of action during that war. And I love collecting them. I have quite a lot of these actually. Let's see if either one of these is counterbore. I don't remember. Okay, the 1901 is counterbore, that's right. But the 1915 is not. As you can see, there's a surprising amount of life left in that. Quite tight. And this also has the little screws holding down the band there. And I cannot remember if I have any shims in these ones. It's possible. You know, the Finns did like to accurize these weapons somewhat. And you do find things like that in them. Even the old M91s like this. Let's see. Is there anything else I missed on here? Well, that's pretty much it. There's no score marks on these rifles. They're pretty straightforward M91 infantry rifles. This was the most common weapon in Finnish hands during the winter and continuation wars. They were not using a great many M27s, M28s, M39s. The majority of the Finnish military would have been armed with these basic M91s. They simply did not have time to outfit everybody with an up-to-date rifle. Especially this one, considering it was civil guard, that would have been in a guardsman's hands when he was called up for service. I forget what the numbers correspond to in civil guard districts. It's been a while since I looked it up, and I don't have the list in front of me. As you can see, we have a Finn oil bottle here, and the basic spike bayonet for the M91 rifle. I have a few of these, but I've been using this one as a demonstration of what they use. And that's about it for these two. Two old veterans of a heck of a lot of bloodshed and violence. 2 world wars, who knows what else. Definitely a lot of action. And that does it.